Hi, I'm Jamie Starr Johnson, and welcome to Cannabis Cuisine, where we are cooking with CannaSense products, medical cannabis, and CBD oil. And I am going to cook spaghetti. Going to start by grounding some beef. Unfortunately, I do deal with disabled that have sensory issues, so we don't put a lot of stuff in here. But we do have some of our seasonings that I try to sneak in. I start with ground beef, and then I use just a simple spaghetti sauce, traditional, and then I add just a little bit. But you are more than welcome to add some of the vegetables and things that grown-ups like to eat. So one of my favorite things is garlic bread, and that's what I like to use the CannaSense products. We have the butter that I use for, I will infuse it with the cannabis products from CannaSense, and we use that on the bread. My kids like a little bit of cheese on it, so I will melt a little bit of cheese around it as well. I also drizzle whatever's left over the butter, usually on whatever I'm eating. So I put butter into my spaghetti noodles to keep them separate. And so I will use the butter that I make tonight on both of that, the noodles and the garlic toast. So, and no, some of the items cannot be used for our kids, but some of them can. So the CBD oil is wonderful for our children. I know that from experience. I have autistic children. One of the things that I have and what I do is I'm a rights activist, and part of the things that we are losing every day is our rights to medical freedom and how we treat ourselves. I today was out all day. I went shopping. I was with the kids. I had to come home. I had to clean. And unfortunately, I'm in a lot of pain. And for 13 years, I spent all of that time on pharmaceuticals, where I spent years and years not even knowing what was going on around me. So I am very excited that we have the cannabis, medical cannabis products available from CannaSense. I don't have to worry about am I going to even be able to focus for the day because of all the medication. Unfortunately, that plays a big hand in being a mom, and right now I'm a single mom. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time on my hands to do anything, actually. I don't have any time to do anything. I'm lucky to have gotten this all set up. I came in here, I was running around, what was I going to make, what was I going to make? Usually last minute around here. So that's the one good thing is I can also cook this with my kids. I have a little girl. She is almost 10, and she loves to cook. So we are going to bake later on with our CannaSense products, and that way I can make some for her and some for the adults that are here at the house. There we go. So with this, I put the CannaSense in the butter. Do be careful when you're cooking, obviously. These, the thing about this is it's not going to give you a feeling that you're not going to be able to function within our life. I mean, I have kids. I still got to do baths, bedtime, brush our teeth. I don't have time to, just like the pharmaceuticals, be laying on the couch all night. Sneak a little bit. I'm going to get better, though. As this goes on, I'm going to learn how to cook with more product and find ways to put that in. Anything that I have taken that has been pharmaceutical has caused me to have more issues, I think, than anything. With the chronic pain, for 13 years I spent on our pharmaceutical narcotics. And for 13 years, I still hurt every single day. And when I went off of them, my doctor said, oh, Jamie, when you go off these, they've learned that these are causing more pain than they're doing good. Well, 13 years of that extreme pain, and in a month and a half of being off the pharmaceuticals and using products that CannaSense would offer, that pain was gone. Now, I'm not saying I'm pain-free completely, because I never will be. I do have some medical problems still, but that pain was gone, and it was true. Those pharmaceuticals had caused more pain than I ever thought possible. So this is amazing for somebody like me. It really got hot quick. I made green eggs and toast in our promo show. Gourmet cooking. I have 2 kids that are 7 and 9, and they want chicken nuggets nonstop. Okay, so I got to figure out ways to cook things. So I really like cooking with the butter. That is kind of good for me because then I can separate what we have and then add the butter at the later time. We're gonna we're gonna bake some products later, and with that, I'm gonna do half and half. The medical cannabis products from CannaSense, and then half of them without for my family. Okay, so I'm gonna add the sauce to it. Yes, I use a name brand, but I don't like anything real runny. But you know, I'm a mom, so I have to kind of watch the money too. But I really like adding the hamburger to it instead of buying it already made. I don't like that. And I don't like a real runny sauce. So I put the sauce in and then go ahead and add the meat. And I'm going to add these here. Look. I have noodles everywhere. Now that's going to be a mess to clean up later. So I do not measure to the complete, unless I'm baking. So I will throw some of this CannaSense product in here. Probably a little bit too much. Just saying, a little dash of this, a little dash of that. We don't mind. Oh, look at that. Man, it smells delicious. It smells delicious because of the CannaSense products and the food. So I was really excited to be able to use all my products and my little gadgets. I have this this little baster thing that I use for my breads and stuff. And I've got garlic salt. So I haven't put any of the garlic in here. I went ahead and just put the CannaSense product into the butter, and then I'm going to add some garlic salt on top when we're done. It smells so good. We're going to make some of the butter that'll go into the, that's good. Let's save a little bit for my noodles. Gonna sneak some in. The CannaSense medical cannabis and medical CBD. I'm telling you, it's just a lifesaver, and the choice of being able to use that, ooh, to me is look, there's a little extra there. It doesn't matter. To me, that is really important. I actually did a rally that we just had in DC, and then we had one in California, and there's a huge issue with their medical freedom in these other states. It's everywhere. They are actually, you're finding that they are punishing parents for their medical decisions. They're saying you can't parent if you make certain medical decisions, and that to me is just, that's not excusable. I have a right to medical freedom. I have a right, and thank goodness for CannaSense being able to give me those rights to make the decisions for my children, for myself, instead of being on those pharmaceuticals. I use angel hair pasta. My kids are very, very, very sensitive to oral sensations. So with the angel hair pasta, they seem to like it a lot more. Unfortunately, it does cook a lot faster than your thicker pasta. So whatever pasta you have, I just cook it, I just know, because I cook a lot of spaghetti. But you don't want to get it obviously too mushy. You want to just make sure that I have the old trick of throwing it onto the, we'll just do that real quick. We'll show you the grandma trick. It's stuck. But if it's too mushy, it doesn't really stick. So you don't want it too mushy. My kids are, again, really picky about it. So I'm going to take over the leftover butter that I infused with the cannabis products. And I'm going to go ahead and dump it in here too. And then I'm going to add a little bit more butter to keep the noodles separated. That's my little trick, because I don't know if anybody else does it, but I put a little bit of butter in it, and it helps it not stick together. I've got this just now on a low simmer, just to go ahead. Once I cook the hamburger, it doesn't need a whole lot. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. You do not want to put your noodles right back on a very high heat, just because if you do that, they're going to stick, or you're going to need to keep moving at all times. And I put that butter in here that's already been infused, so the CannaSense product will be in the noodles, and then it'll be on the bread. I have garlic toast in. I leave it in for probably 5 minutes. I've got it about 350, 355. Again, that's going to be up to you. I'm a mom, and this is one of my mom go-to meals, because it was one of those days where we just, everything went on, and everything seemed to be an issue. I'm going to add a little bit more butter just to, my kids like Parmesan cheese on it, so the butter helps the Parmesan cheese stick real well as well. So, okay, that looks about good. I'm going to pull this off here because I only have so much room. We're not going to, didn't see that? Good thing. Half the meal is still on the table. Just half. No, I'm kidding. It's just a couple. But by the time I'm done with dinner, obviously this kitchen is quite the mess, and that's why I have little people so they can help me. I put oregano in here. We put a little bit of parsley. And that's about all I can really sneak in mine. I know my mom really likes vegetables in her spaghetti. This smells so delicious, and it's going to help them. Right before bedtime is a great time to use our CannaSense product. So I just left this on here on low simmer. It seems to be all mixed in. The sauce is good and hot. I'm good and hot. And voila. We have garlic toast. Look at that. And then we have spaghetti. Oh, it smells delicious. I'm ready to eat. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely ready to eat. I guess there's a little pride in being able to cook something for my family, and even though I don't have a lot of time, I'm not buying a fast food. So thanks for cooking with me, Jamie Starr Johnson. You know, I'm about ready to get down on some spaghetti, so let's get our hair up, because that's how moms do it. Now it's time to dig in. Look at that. Look at that. Join us on our next episode of Cannabis Cuisine. That's a lot of pot.